Here are the 2018 SAG Awards winners. The 2018 Screen Actors Guild Awards put film and TV actors in the spotlight Sunday night. Kristen Bell hosted this year's ceremony in Los Angeles, which included a roster of almost all female presenters. The awards show takes place in the midst of the Me Too and Time's Up movements, which have brought discussions of gender inequality and sexual misconduct to the forefront of Hollywood. Film buffs were likely watching closely, as the SAG Awards can often be a good indicator of who will take home Academy Awards. With 4 nods, 3 billboards outside Ebbing, Missouri went into the night with the most film nominations. Film. Outstanding performance by a cast in a motion picture. The Big Sick. Get Out. Lady Bird. Mudbound. Three Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri, winner. Outstanding performance by a female actor in a leading role. Judi Dench, Victoria and Abdul. Sally Hawkins, The Shape of Water. Frances McDormand, Three Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri winner. Margot Robbie, I, Tonya. Saoirse Ronan, Lady Bird. Outstanding performance by a male actor in a leading role. Timothée Chalamet, Call Me by Your Name. James Franco, The Disaster Artist. Daniel Kaluuya, Get Out. Gary Oldman, Darkest Hour, winner. Denzel Washington, Roman J. Israel, Esquire. Outstanding performance by a female actor in a supporting role. Mary J. Blige, Mudbound. Hong Shou, Downsizing. Holly Hunter, The Big Sick. Laurie Metcalf, Lady Bird. Allison Janney, I, Tonya, winner. Outstanding performance by a male actor in a supporting role. Steve Carell, Battle of the Sexes. Willem Dafoe, The Florida Project. Woody Harrelson, Three Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. Richard Jenkins, The Shape of Water. Sam Rockwell, 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri, winner. Outstanding action performance by a stunt ensemble in a motion picture. Baby Driver. Dunkirk, Logan. War for the Planet of the Apes. Wonder Woman, winner. Outstanding performance by an ensemble in a drama series. The Crown, Game of Thrones. The Handmaid's Tale. Stranger Things. This Is Us, winner. Outstanding performance by an ensemble in a comedy series. Blackish. Curb Your Enthusiasm. Glow. Orange is the New Black. Veep, winner. Outstanding performance by an ensemble in a comedy series. Millie Bobby Brown, Stranger Things Claire Foy, The Crown, winner Elizabeth Moss, The Handmaid's Tale Robin Wright, House of Cards Laura Linney, Ozark. Outstanding performance by a male actor in a drama series Jason Bateman, Ozark. Sterling K. Brown, This Is Us, winner Peter Dinklage, Game of Thrones Baba Denker, Better Call Saul David Harbour, Stranger Things. Outstanding performance by a female actor in a comedy series Uzo Aduba, Orange is the New Black Alison Brie, Glow Jane Fonda, Grace and Frankie Julia Louis-Dreyfus, Veep, winner Lily Tomlin, Grace and Frankie. Outstanding performance by a male actor in a comedy series Anthony Anderson, Blackish. Aziz Ansari, Master of None Larry David, Curb Your Enthusiasm. Sean Hayes, Will and Grace. William H. Macy, Shameless, winner Mark Maron, Glow. Outstanding performance by a female actor in a television movie or miniseries Nicole Kidman, Big Little Lies, winner Jessica Lange, Feud, Bet and Joan. Susan Sarandon, Feud, Bet and Joan. Reese Witherspoon, Big Little Lies. Laura Dern, Big Little Lies. Outstanding performance by a male actor in a television movie or miniseries Benedict Cumberbatch, Sherlock. Jeff Daniels, Godless. Robert De Niro, The Wizard of Lies. Jeffrey Rush, Genius. Alexander Skarsgård, Big Little Lies, winner. Outstanding action performance by a stunt ensemble in a comedy or drama series Game of Thrones, winner Glow. Homeland. Stranger Things The Walking Dead.